Can you feel it, Niner faithful? That familiar, unsettling tremor of anxiety, just days before the grand curtain rises on a new NFL season? It's a feeling we've come to know all too well, a nagging doubt that creeps in when the San Francisco 49ers, a team otherwise brimming with Super Bowl aspirations, finds itself in a precarious, almost unbelievable state of disarray at a fundamentally critical position. How can a franchise so meticulously built, so loaded with talent across the board, be staring down a wide receiver room that feels less like a weapon and more like a collection of question marks, just 9 days out from Week 1? It's a question that gnaws at the soul of every fan, a stark reminder that even the most formidable empires can have a glaring, vulnerable Achilles heel. This isn't just about injuries, it's about the psychological toll, the frantic scramble, and the desperate search for stability when chaos reigns. We're talking about a unit that, on paper, should be a dynamic complement to the 49ers' potent rushing attack and play-action game. Instead, it's a revolving door of ailments, contract disputes, and last-minute additions, leaving fans wondering if the team is truly prepared for the rigors of a championship chase. The urgency is palpable, the stakes are sky-high, and the whispers of a familiar face returning to the fold are growing louder, a potential lifeline thrown into choppy waters. Will the 49ers make the bold, yet necessary, move to bring back a player who knows their system, their culture, and their city? Or will they gamble on unproven commodities as the clock ticks down to kick off? A room in disarray. The unsettling state of the 49ers' wide receivers. Let's pull back the curtain on the current state of the San Francisco 49ers wide receiver room, and what we find is not for the faint of heart. As the season opener looms large, the picture is anything but clear, painting a troubling portrait of a unit struggling with health and stability. The 53-man roster as it stands lists Ricky Pearsall, Jawan Jennings, Jordan Watkins, and Sky Moore as the primary wideouts. But dive a little deeper, and the cracks in the foundation become alarmingly apparent. Jawan Jennings, a fan favorite known for his tenacious blocking and clutch third-down receptions, is currently battling a calf issue, leaving his Week 1 availability shrouded in uncertainty. But Jennings' situation is more complex than just an injury. He's also reportedly seeking a new contract and, perhaps more tellingly, requested a trade earlier in the offseason. This dual challenge, physical ailment and contractual discontent, creates an undeniable distraction and a significant question mark over his immediate and long-term future with the team. Then there's Jordan Watkins, another promising talent, who is grappling with an ankle sprain, further clouding his readiness for the season opener. These aren't minor bumps and bruises. These are key contributors whose statuses are very much up in the air, forcing the coaching staff to plan without certainty. The scramble for solutions, patchwork, and potential faced with this alarming lack of healthy, proven options, the 49ers front office has been in full scramble mode, attempting to piece together a functional wide receiver core through a series of tactical, if not entirely reassuring moves. The expectation is that Russell Gage, a veteran who was recently dealing with a minor knee sprain, will be re-signed on Thursday. While Gage brings experience, his own recent injury history adds another layer of concern to an already fragile situation. In a more immediate effort to bolster the ranks, the team also moved swiftly to sign Marquez Valdes-Scantling to a one-year deal after his recent release from the Seattle Seahawks. Valdes-Scantling, known for his deep threat ability, was initially brought in for the practice squad, but is widely expected to be called up to the active roster for Week 1. He joins other veterans like Robbie Chosen and rookie Junior Bergen on the practice squad, all waiting in the wings. While these additions offer bodies and potential, they represent a patchwork solution, a series of reactive moves rather than a proactive, settled strategy. With Pearsall, Moore, and the potentially re-signed Gage as the only healthy receivers on the 53-man roster, the urgency for more depth for a reliable veteran presence is not just a desire, it's an absolute necessity. The question then becomes, where do they turn next? A ghost from the past, the return of Kendrick Bourne? And this, Fabiano, is where the story takes a fascinating, almost nostalgic turn. As the 49ers desperately search for answers, a familiar name has suddenly become available, sparking a wave of speculation and, for many longtime fans, a flicker of hope. Kendrick Bourne. The New England Patriots, in a surprising move, recently released the veteran wideout after initially keeping him on their 53-man roster, making him a free agent and, crucially, available to sign with any team. For the 49ers, Bourne isn't just another name on the waiver wire. He's a piece of their recent history. He spent the first 4 seasons of his NFL career with San Francisco, from 2017 to 2020, etching himself into the memories of the faithful with his energetic personality, reliable hands, and knack for making tough catches. Bourne arrived in the Bay Area as an undrafted free agent in 2017, a testament to his grit and determination. He didn't just make the team, he contributed immediately, hauling in 16 passes for 257 yards and a touchdown in his rookie campaign. His best season in red and gold came in 2020, where he posted an impressive 49 receptions for 667 yards, showcasing his potential as a consistent target. After that breakout year, he parlayed his success into a lucrative 3-year, $19.5 million contract with the New England Patriots in 2021. Now, after 3 seasons in Foxborough, he finds himself on the open market, and the possibility of a reunion with the team that gave him his start is suddenly very real. The case for a reunion. What Bourne brings to the Bay. So, what would a return of Kendrick Bourne mean for the San Francisco 49ers beyond the emotional appeal of a familiar face? It could be precisely the shot in the arm this beleaguered wide receiver room desperately needs. Bourne, entering his age 31 season, is a proven NFL commodity. While his 2024 season with the Patriots saw him record a modest 28 receptions for 305 yards and a touchdown in 12 games, that production came in an offense that struggled significantly. What he brings is far more than just raw statistics. He brings a veteran presence, a deep understanding of the 49ers' offensive system, and an immediate ability to contribute. His familiarity with Kyle Shanahan's intricate playbook would be an invaluable asset. There would be no steep learning curve, no need for extensive teaching. Bourne could theoretically step in and be a productive member of the receiving corps from day one. This is crucial, given the rapidly approaching Week 1 deadline. Furthermore, his experience and leadership would be a calming influence in a room currently populated by injured players and new faces. The 49ers need a reliable, veteran receiver beyond the promising but still developing Ricky Pearsall, and Bourne fits that description perfectly. He has a track record of being a dependable target, a player who can move the chains and make contested catches. While he was dealing with some injuries this offseason with the Patriots, his overall health and current status would, as John Lynch noted, need to be thoroughly vetted. But if he's healthy, Bourne could very well be starting for the 49ers in a matter of days, providing an immediate and much-needed boost. John Lynch's deliberation. A critical decision looms. The urgency of the situation is not lost on 49ers general manager John Lynch. During a recent interview with KNBR, Lynch openly acknowledged the discussion surrounding Bourne, confirming that the team is actively considering a reunion. Whenever a very good football player who we had ties to, Kendrick Bourne, started his career here, becomes available, there's obviously going to be discussions, Lynch stated, his words hinting at the strategic thinking underway. He emphasized the need for due diligence, particularly regarding Bourne's recent injury history. We're trying to vet pertinent information. Kendrick was injured in training camp there, so we're trying to see exactly where he's at and having conversations. This isn't a casual consideration. It's a critical decision that could significantly impact the 49ers' offensive readiness for the season. Lynch and his staff must weigh the immediate need for a reliable veteran against any potential health concerns and the financial implications. The fact that they are having conversations suggests a serious intent, a recognition that the current wide receiver situation is untenable for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. The pressure is on Lynch to make a move that not only addresses the current crisis, but also provides a stable, productive presence for the long haul. The clock is ticking, and the decision on Bourne or another veteran receiver will be one of the most impactful of the preseason. The clock is ticking. Week 1 and beyond. As the countdown to Week 1 intensifies, the San Francisco 49ers face a defining moment for their wide receiver core. The current injury woes and contractual uncertainties create a volatile environment, one that demands decisive action. Relying solely on a collection of injured players and last-minute additions is a recipe for early-season struggles, potentially derailing a season that holds so much promise. The offense, orchestrated by Kyle Shanahan, thrives on precision, timing, and reliable targets. Without a stable group of wideouts, the entire offensive ecosystem can be thrown off balance, putting undue pressure on the running game and the quarterback. The potential return of Kendrick Bourne offers a pragmatic, low-risk, high-reward solution. He's a player who understands the system, has proven production, and brings a veteran's composure to a unit that desperately needs it. If the 49ers decide to pass on Bourne, it seems almost certain they will still be aggressively pursuing another veteran receiver before the season kicks off. The need is simply too great to ignore. This isn't just about filling a roster spot, it's about ensuring the offense can operate at its peak, providing the firepower necessary to compete for a championship. The next few days will be crucial, shaping the immediate future of the 49ers' aerial attack and potentially setting the tone for their entire season. As the San Francisco 49ers stand on the precipice of a new season, facing a wide receiver crisis, what do you believe is the right move? Is bringing back Kendrick Bourne the perfect solution to their immediate woes? Or should John Lynch look elsewhere for a veteran presence? Share your thoughts, your anxieties, and your hopes for the Niner offense in the comments below. And if you're as gripped by this unfolding drama as we are, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for all the passionate, in-depth analysis you crave as the NFL season rapidly approaches.